Metropolitan Manila, being the national capital region of the Philippines and home to 12 million people, Manila's economy has exponentially grown in recent decades, with new buildings and construction developments filling the skyline every year. Rapid urban growth brings the dependence of a constant influx of skilled graduates to help support the development of the Philippines. In spite of this, the Department of Education have announced that science, engineering and technology degrees at university majorly and worryingly undersubscribed, which risks stifling the growth of the Filipino economy. Manila Metropolitan University is Eden's answer to this problem. Eden is a firm that specialises in the design and development of educational institutions. It prides itself on providing solutions that are inclusive and develop the economy of the country Eden is working with. The biggest selling point for the Manila Metropolitan University project was Eden's identification of all stakeholders and the understanding of their needs and wants for the project as a whole, while upholding Eden's mission to deliver the most logical, cohesive solutions in the management and construction of educational institutions. Let us present to you the team who will deliver this project. Stephen Green-Price, who served as Project Manager for Eden. Tom Gow-Smith, Eden's Secretary and Finance Manager. James Briggs, who served as Structural Engineer for the University Development. Andrew Troy, in charge of Civil and Infrastructure Works. Sam Folkes, responsible for Quality Assurance and Change Control. Richard Milton, Eden's Mechanical and Systems Engineer. And Dan Williams, Sustainability Manager and Health and Safety Officer. Together, Eden brings you Manila Metropolitan University. The proposed site for Manila Metropolitan University, or MMU, is located in the heart of the Philippines' capital. The development location was chosen by Eden due to its proximity to nearby transport modes, such as Ninoy Aquino Airport, numerous bus stations, as well as mainline train stations. The site is located on land reclaimed by an ongoing national government scheme, and Eden have proposed approximately 0.36 kilometres squared of it for the MMU campus development. Student accommodation is an important part of any university campus, with the Quezon student halls having capacity for approximately 1,000 students. These halls provide ensuite rooms, sharing communal areas, and standalone studio flats. 3 Eurocode designed tied arch bridges allow safe and easy access for students to the campus site. One leads to MMU Student Union, which has a nightclub and a bar, as well as student facilities such as a careers hub and a hive. Walking through Laguna Park leads to the Manila Engineering and Technology buildings. These buildings were Eden's primary focus on the project, to help alleviate the undersubscription of students in these fields by providing top-class facilities and closely adhering to BREEAM standards. Several key features have been implemented to these buildings, such as heavy laboratories, teaching rooms, IT suites and lecture theatre spaces. The Benefacio Lecture Theatres contains lecturing facilities and classrooms for other degree types. By far the largest buildings on campus, the Jose Rizal Library is open to students, staff and members of the public. The 3 floors host a wide range of books and facilities. 2 atriums fitted with Pilkington anti-glare glass allow light to flood in, with a sky bridge connecting the 2 buildings. Across MMU's Central Park, called the Oval, lies MMU's retail facilities. These are dotted around the campus to provide students with access to amenities such as a supermarket, banks and post offices. The reception is MMU's first port of call for new students and acts as the security and systems centres for the campus. It is located adjacent to the transport hub, which allows quick, safe and reliable transport between the major train stations, bus stations and airport. There is capacity for jeepney, bus and coach pick-up and drop-offs. These tall structures are the Aquino buildings, which have lecture theatre spaces at the base of each building, as well as teaching rooms and IT suites to supplement all degree types at MMU. A sports centre has been designed with indoor and outdoor swimming pools, an indoor basketball court and outdoor tennis courts, as well as gyms, cycling facilities and changing rooms. The Legaspi student halls contain more expensive room types due to its location and proximity to the campus. The final design scheme is the campus itself, of which logical and holistic design has been achieved to bring all elements together to create one united university. Eden have designed fitted solar panels to all flat roof buildings on campus. The Manila Engineering Building generates a total of 34.5% of its energy output. All of the systems, including the renewable energy systems mentioned, were designed to meet British and EU standards. In each case, quality, efficiency and cost were at the forefront of our thinking. All of the systems are fully integrated with each other, reporting to a central systems management hub within the main reception. We believe that the design of the MMU systems encapsulates our focus on the environment and putting the consumer first. This is in keeping with Eden's commitment to recording each BREEAM credit captured throughout the MMU design process. Every credit was carefully assessed to see if it was feasible for the university. Measures and calculations were taken to ensure an outstanding score for the development, helping it to adhere to BREEAM's sustainable design principles for sustainable construction and well-being. This would make Manila Metropolitan University the only educational institution outside of the UK to achieve an excellent rating, let alone an outstanding rating, allowing the university to be at the forefront of sustainable institution design. The entire MMU project has been broken down into 6 phases, from pre-design through to construction. The estimated timescale of the full project is 12 years. The construction phase has been broken down into a further 10 phases from A to J. These 10 phases will take a total of 11 years. Eden's MMU project Gantt chart shows that the construction phase will start at the end of 2017 and finish in mid-2028. Phase A will consist of the construction of the seawall at the west of the site and the retaining wall to the east of the site, adjacent to the road. Phase B will involve the construction of the Student Union and the Manila Science and Engineering blocks. Phase C sees the construction of the Manila student halls and pedestrian bridges to enable the university to start generating student revenue. Phase D will see the transport hub built to provide transport solutions to and from MMU. Phase E begins the construction of the main reception building. Phase F involves the construction of the sports centre. Construction of the Jose Rizal Library will then follow for Phase G, with the nearby Aquino buildings built in the following Phase H. Phase I will involve the build of the Legaspi student halls. Finally, the construction ends at Phase J with the construction of the Bonifacio lecture theatres. Throughout the construction phases, Eden will use building contractors, who in turn will employ subcontractors and suppliers. For the principal contractor, an NSE 3 framework contract will be used, as the project is long-term and its likely changes will be made to design as phases develop. Risk management and mitigation is an important facet in the design of MMU through all phases. Hazards to both the running of the Eden team and to the construction process itself were assessed with appropriate mitigating actions implemented. A SWOT analysis has been carried out to establish the key areas that Eden is likely to excel in and the areas that Eden lacks in experience compared to its competitors. The main strength is our range of engineering knowledge, covering various disciplines including civil, coastal and mechanical engineering. Conversely, weaknesses include a lack of large-scale project experience, with Eden being a relatively unestablished company brand. The main opportunities identified by Eden are the national government's investment focus on education in the upcoming decades, as well as the lack of competitors specialising in institution design. Lastly, the biggest threat is losing contracts to larger, more established engineering consultants. To produce a cost estimate for the MMU project, the SPONS Architect and Builders book was used, alongside case study costs from similar projects. The total cost of the project, including groundworks, labour and fitting out, is estimated at around £400 million. The cost of the project will mostly be funded by the Department of Education in the Philippines government and supplemented by the revenue stream from tuition fees and accommodation rental. The simplest way to go about costing a project of this size was to break it down into individual buildings and then estimate the total project cost and also the cost of each construction phase. The seawall, which is designed to protect the site from any flood event, is estimated at £1.2 million. The construction cost of the Manila Engineering Technology blocks, the Aquino teaching buildings and the Bonifacio lecture theatres is estimated at £30, £20 and £26 million respectively. The campus's state-of-the-art student union has been estimated at £18 million. The cost of construction for the standard Kazon buildings is estimated at £80.5 million for all 3 blocks. For the premium Legazpi buildings, the cost is £35 million for 2 buildings. The transport hub will cost approximately £3 million to construct. The reception building, which will act as the main entrance to the university, is estimated to cost £6 million. The campus shops will be constructed at the same time as the reception building and will cost a further £4 million. The sports and medical facilities will be built at the same time. The cost of the sports centre is estimated at £6.6 million and the medical centre £1.8 million. Finally, the library, one of the largest buildings on campus and therefore one of the most costly, is estimated to cost around £140 million. Eden have used current estimates for Filipino university tuition fees and student hall prices to calculate a payback projection. As it stands, the MMU development is forecasted to repay its overall cost after 12 years of completion of the project. Eden strongly feels that the Department of Education's investment into MMU is well placed, with a payback time of 12 years. The achievement of an outstanding BREEAM accreditation allows MMU to create tremors in the university market, appealing to prospective students globally to a sustainable, well-designed campus. Not only this, but Eden have designed MMU to support the economic growth of the Philippines by providing a high-class educational institution in the heart of metropolitan Manila. Teaching buildings, student halls, and all amenities that students and staff will need have been designed to intertwine with the campus itself, providing a safe and holistic university for student learning and development. Let's study at Manila Metropolitan University.